The graph of y equals f of x is shown below. Which point can be used to find f of 2? Remember that f of 2, they're basically saying this is your x value. So when x is 2, 1, 2, which point can be used to find f of 2? So on x is 2, what point do we have? We have a. Now if I said to evaluate, f of 0, we would look at x is 0, look where there's a point, and then, in this case you would say b, but you would tell me what the y value is. In that case, the y value is 2. And number 22, it looks like it's choice 4. 60 represents this is almost, yes, it says it's $60 per month up to 1 gigabyte, but in a sense it's kind of a flat rate. So this is why there's no variable next to it, $60. Now, but this one's saying this one's 5 cents per megabyte. Anytime you see that word per, you could think of some type of multiplication. They tell you that D represents the number of megabytes. So if we're doing 5 cents per megabyte, you're going to say 0.05 because that represents 5 cents per megabyte. Number 23, they want you to solve this equation for r. R may be expressed as, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides by 3. Multiplying this side by 3, there is no addition sign, so I am not going to distribute. I can just multiply 3 times a third, and 3 times a third basically equals 1. So you essentially have 1 pi r squared h. Now I can divide both sides by pi h, and I'm left with r squared. To solve for r, I'm going to square root. I get r equals square root of 3v over pi h, which looks like choice number 1. The diagram below represents the first 3 terms of a sequence. Now notice which formula describes the number of shaded squares. In this case, notice how there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 16. Notice how they're just adding these corner ones. Notice how they're just adding these corner ones. Okay, so I'm basically just adding 4 on every time. So what you can do is if n is the number term, so just to get cut right to the chase, it's choice number 2. Because what I'm going to do is say the first term should be 4 times 1 plus 8, and it's 12. And notice that it is 12. The second term should be 4 times 2 plus 8. We get 16. Notice how it is 16. A times the third term of A, we're going to say 4 times 3 plus 8. We get 12 plus 8. 12 plus 8 is 20, and that's what we have. For example, why choice number 1 doesn't work. For the first term, you're saying 4 times 1 plus 12. Well, 4 plus 12 is 16. Choice 1, well, our first term is 12, so it's not choice 1. Okay, this is models why it's choice number 2.